Hello guys, Infern0 here, and just like the title says, I guess, this is a video where I'm going to be explaining to you everything I do for render, settings, because I had a couple of people ask me about it, and gotten pretty good feedback, and I just thought I could give it to you guys. So before I say anything else, I just want you guys to know that I use After Effects um, for like my whole editing, and then I render it, the whole thing in After Effects, and I put it in Vegas, and then work on my uh, gun sounds in there. Just because of the mixing, it's After Effects just not designed for sound work, and so. Um, and then I render it out of there, and then I compress it. So that's um, my way of doing things. um, so the first thing, after you're done, this is actually just like a short clip. I just made like seriously like 5 minutes from Counter Strike. So there. Another thing you may notice, I added um, and you, like after you're done with the whole project, you guys probably like noticed, but what I do is just I make a new composition, pretty much the same settings I used for the composition where I edited everything, and then I put that composition, this one, well, into there, and I add real smart motion blur, and that's a really big thing I do, which really improves your video quality, just um, because you're going to be saving it at 29 frames per second, and you want things to remain as smooth as possible. So it's really good to have our real smart motion blur on your things. And so now that I told you guys that, so what you want to do is after you're done, you want to go to composition and mm, add to render queue. You want to click on best settings. Make sure it's the best full. All this is good. And make sure your frame rate is 29.97 per second, because I mean if you put it at the frame rate you want, YouTube is gonna completely screw you over and it's not gonna be as smooth as it was maybe on your computer. But then you want to go to um, lossless, and you want to make sure the format is AV, the audio output is checked on, and format options, it should be none listed over here. Make sure video codec none, audio none, everything set like that. And then you just want to save it. I'm going to save it right here. Then you want to press enter, and it's going to be for your project. This is probably going to be maybe 2 gigabytes or something, or I don't know. But your project, it's probably going to be a lot more gigabytes, and it's going to be a large file, but don't worry about it. You'll end up deleting it anyway at the end. So after it's done rendering, you want to close out of this. Don't save, I don't care about that. Then I'm going to open up my Vegas. I'm going to put this in here. See, it's 81.9. Let's, so let me just preview. Just make sure everything's good. Okay. So now what you want to do, since you have it in Vegas, and what I do is I work on my sound, which I'm not going to work right now with all that. But after you're done, you're gonna do the same thing, render as, and for some of you, after you go to File, Render As, this screen might look different, but it's pretty much all the same content. Same thing. You want to make sure it's on with AV again. You want to make sure it's on HG 720 60p UI. And you go to Customize Template. See, I already have one right here that I use for render, but just show you what I do is go to HD right here, and make sure you go to Customize Template. Make sure this is 1280 by 720, and this is at 29.97, and video format uncompressed, and field order none. And then you press, let's see, audio, it's good, okay. Then you press OK, and yeah, but what was I gonna do? Okay, but before you render, you want to click actually on a thing, and because you already have motion blur, if you work in Vegas, the whole project, you might want to make sure Smart Resample is on for the whole project, not when you're editing it. But since I already have motion blur and that's just gonna mess it up, I'm just gonna disable resample, and then I go once again render as, and then you just choose those settings that I just showed you, and you do pick where you want it to save. I'm gonna choose Untitled, full render. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. Like AV files, like that size and quality don't really usually play well on computers. So, but now you have another big file, which is 184 megabytes. And what you want to do with that file, you want to go to this thing. I'm going to add this in the description. This is the compressor, whatever I use, and you want to open it, and you want to press select and go to where you saved the last one, and saved it. It's over here. So you want to click that, then output. You want to just scroll final, and make sure it's at 29.97 again, and then you press start encoding, and make sure it's on Bassman. It's right here when you scroll down here, right there, and then you press OK, blah, 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 and it should be done like in no time, at least for this video. Usually it takes no time at all. And so after you're done, your file would be compressed. Like I don't even think it loses any quality, but the size went down from 184 megabytes to 977 kilobytes. And so this is right there. So I mean, you go and look at the quality comparison. You see that it's barely any loss whatsoever. I mean, yeah, and then what you just do is you just delete all this stuff that you don't need, and then you upload it to YouTube, and it should be good. So yeah, that's exactly what I do for render settings. If you guys have any questions, just leave a comment below. or message me on YouTube. And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and check me out on Facebook as well. And yeah, guys, so see you guys later.